Those of you that know me may recognize this camera angle. That's the door I got jumped walking out of last summer. But now it's time to do something about it. The only thing difference in this camera angle and the one you saw is this is in color, there's audio, and well, it's my camera. So, as you'll notice, if we come over to this door right here, it says, "In emergency, push to open." An emergency push to open. That's something that was not on these doors when I walked through them and got jumped. The second thing we're going to notice is in their dress code right here. As you read through it, the only thing it's going to tell me to take off, gentlemen, remove your caps. Therefore, I just removed my cap. It does not, however, say no capes. Yeah. It's time for Phoenix, this courtroom superhero, to rise from the ashes and become somebody. All right. Here we are. That'll work right there. I prepared a brief statement for you. Here, this is, I'll just go ahead and read it to you. Believe it or not, I'm here today to fight crime. Just because my father chose to comply with your ransom demands to secure my release does not mean that this extortion will go unchecked. I'm here to be refunded in full for the money that was charged to my father's credit card. I was brought here against my will for a warrant that stemmed from a false conviction that was secured against me in this courtroom. I don't know if anyone here paid attention in geography class, but the colony Texas is located within the United States of America, and that means that I am innocent until proven guilty. The burden is not on me to prove my innocence, the burden is on the prosecution to prove my guilt. Your officer that issued the citation got on the stand and admitted that the radar only read 55 miles an hour. Therefore, you cannot possibly convict me of going 56 miles an hour like the ticket said. You dropped the hammer and dispensed your very own brand of indiscriminate justice to find me guilty anyway, even though the prosecution wasn't able to provide any evidence to that effect, and then you claimed I somehow owed you $300 instead of $200, and another $70 on top once it went to warrant status. I was told by you in the jail one morning a couple weeks ago that I would be given $100 credit for the time served on the day I spent in your jail. But you said you refused, actually, to give me time served credit for the 26 hours I spent on a 24-hour hold waiting for you guys to come pick me up from Plano City Jail. It's not my fault that you were late picking me up, and I should be credited with time served at Plano's rates of $100 every 24 hours. If you still choose to deny that request, I would like to know on what grounds you feel you have the right to do so. I deserve to be credited at Plano's rates because that's where I served the time, and with the malnourishment going on in that jail on a daily basis, it constitutes cruel and unusual punishment as well. With that being said, I'm here to demand the entire $370 extortion amount be returned to my father's bank account. I still wasn't even released from your jail until a full 3 hours after my father gave you all $370 through your website. My father has a very important job supervising defense contracts for the government and a higher security clearance than anyone that works in this building. So just because he doesn't have time to take off work and drive all the way across town to argue about this money does not mean that I won't come get it back. When I told you I was dressed up as a superhero because I was here to fight crime, I assure you that I meant it. When this is said and done, I intend to have this entire department and everyone that works in this courtroom indicted under federal RICO statutes for racketeering. The kidnap and ransom scheme you are running is over. You're securing false convictions and extorting money out of hardworking citizens in the name of the law. You are then using police intimidation tactics on people when they say they aren't going to pay you. Open your eyes. This is what the mafia does, and you can all go to prison for it. You claim to offer safety and security to the colony's taxpayers, but all you ever really do is run around and make them pay for your protection. I'm having the police brutality suit for the assault that occurred against me last summer by your warrant officer Hector Garcia typed up as we speak, and I thought it best to stop by and let you all know that this is a sinking ship. So get overboard or be prepared to go down with it. I'm here today in open court to declare war on this department, a war of words. I'm coming after the only thing you people seem to hold dear, your bank accounts. Not your personal ones, mind you. I'm talking about the city ones that this entire operation is centered on generating revenue for. This full-scale assault is only beginning with the $370 I'm demanding return for this bogus ticket. You have not heard the last of the only real crime fighter in this building. The next step is to determine if that $200,000 that was allegedly embezzled by your chief of police Joseph Clark's wife somehow came from this little scam being run in here. I'm sure all the people that have had their money extorted from in this building would like to know. I was seriously hurt both physically and psychologically by the beatdown I endured, but I know that nobody has ever dealt a fair hand in life. The good players just utilize the cards they have to win the pot. Damaged people are dangerous because they know they can survive anything. I didn't do the crime, I more than served the time, and you still have my father's money. I no longer fear you, and I want my father's money back. Your move. Wait, no. That's checkmate. Where can I pick up my refund?
Sir, I no longer have jurisdiction over your case.
Who does?
Well, you didn't properly appeal from your judgment, and you didn't file any kind of motion, so you're going to have to seek something with the higher court.
Did you not time serve me $100 in that jail that morning that we met?
I said that you would receive $100 credit time served.
The full $370 has been paid, so how do I get that $100 that I was time served refunded?
If your father wants to come and talk to me about it, I will discuss it with him. This is his credit card. However, when he made that payment, it specifically says on the computer that any transactions that occur cannot be reversed.
So you're saying that just because you refuse to credit me for the time served, that I cannot have the money back that I paid to get out? I told you I was going to pay the money anyway just because I was hungry. I'd been malnourished all weekend in Plano City Jail,
Sir,
and I was hungry. That's why you got the money. It wasn't because
I cannot refund you money that you did not pay. Your father paid that money. If he wants to come, he may do so.
I'm asking to have the money refunded to his credit card. I don't want it.
Sir, I'd like for you to, I've indicated that there would be no video recording.
I thought you just...
Well, as you all just saw, I didn't get the money back. But I think we ruffled some feathers here today. And maybe that's what really counted. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful day. Got the top down on this drive home, and man, it sure would be nice to have a few extra $100. I feel like these people got to be stopped. You know, somebody's got to stop them. I mean, I'm doing the best I can speaking up, but it's gonna take people with some real power to step in and finish the job. I lobbed it to you. Knock it out the park. Signing off.